drink, leave your worries behind. It's the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, where the fun and laughs are never chatty. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy. Brent might derail, go off the track, but Patty's here to bring him back. A Brent might come, oh what a sight. Rants and laughs, it's pure delight. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy.
Welcome to the Nightcap with Brent and Patty. In usual show fashion, we forgot something, so I'm going to go get it. We've got to check our recipe first. Is it on here?
No.
Of course not. That'd be too easy.
That's why I did the whole post.
Right there?
Nope.
No. No. Right there. Yeah, I need...
The orange juice and the cranberry juice.
Well, where's that?
Oh shit, I forgot the cranberry juice.
Is it upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay, so you have
James, are you watching?
you have to. He's not going to hear it for another like 10 seconds.
Oh, I suppose.
You have to entertain. You can't just sit there like blah, 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 blah.
I know how to entertain. You entertain.
Time to spread your wings and fly.
Well, I'm not sure who else is on because you left the other screen up.
What cranberry juice is?
I'm not sure, dear. Well, I know Becky's on, so hi, Becky. I don't know who else is on because he left the other screen up and I can't see. So, hope everybody had a good day. It was a pretty good day here. It's quiet, which is how I like it. He'll just be a hot minute or two. And then we'll get on with the show. I hear him talking. He's probably complaining. I was talking. I'm trying to think of something else to say. You're the mouthpiece, not me.
That's pretty silent.
We were talking, or I was. I don't know who else is on.
I want to hear results, not excuses.
See, I told you he's complaining.
Yeah, it's still quiet.
Yeah. My brain was on getting the liquor stuff gathered up, and I forgot about the juice because it was up here, most of it.
They're used to it. They know how this show works. There's an oh shit moment every week, sometimes more than one. So Becky's here, and Maureen is here, and Heather is here, and Michael is here, and James is here. All right. Thanks for waiting. We appreciate it. Let's get right to what we're drinking.
Thanks for your patience.
What? Oh, I did close the picture. What? You know what? Let's go right to tonight's drink then and turn it on. All right. It's a hump day cocktail, and we're making it on a Friday. Because why wouldn't we?
Right?
Only makes perfect sense to make a... Anyway. All right. Fill a cocktail shaker with ice. Okay. So I would just like to point out that... what did you forget? Becky? Damn near everything. So I'm finally using, I've said this before that I have an ice bucket that I should use. So I just want to throw a quick shout out to my mother-in-law, Kathy, who bought this for me when the kids were little. We were in our first house. We've used it before.
Oh, yeah.
But I knew that someday I would have a bar in my house. That was a goal. And I have one, and we haven't used it a lot since. And
No, we used to use it a fair bit.
I keep thinking, I should dig that out. And then I went downstairs to dig it out, and I was like, where the hell did I put it?
Was that underneath?
No. I literally turned around. It was on the top of that bookshelf that's right beside the fridge. Yeah, I turned around and went, well, shit, there it is.
I forgot where it was.
So she bought the first thing for this show, even though she didn't know she was doing it, and neither did us, because, streaming platforms were not a thing back then.
No.
So, all right.
Hey, Leslie.
All right, so fill this with ice.
So hello to everybody that's on. I didn't know who was on because I couldn't see it.
Okay. Now we need. Sorry, I gotta throw this back up on the.
Okay.
Boop. Okay. Add vodka, amaretto, and triple sec orange juice, and cranberry juice. Okay, so I need an ounce of vodka. Oh, now you know where things are.
You hush. At least it's entertaining.
You got plenty of time to gather up the ingredients. We did it. So. And an ounce of amaretto. Amaretto by morning. Wait, that's not how the song goes. I can't get struck, though, because I sang the lyrics wrong. So
Right.
It's Amarillo. It's George Strait, if I'm not mistaken. Good song.
Possibly, I'm not
Good
sure.
song. Really good song. 1 ounce, a whole ounce of triple sec. All right. I see you. We're going in hard.
What is triple sec? Anyway, dear.
Well, it's a liqueur, and it's made with, stuff and things. It's like a citrusy type thing.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
That's cool.
So
like a
it's gonna be
flavoring.
Cool. You're gonna, but I think it's actually made out of citrus.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Awesome.
You're gonna find out because a whole ounce of it is not a little bit.
No, I'm sure.
Okay.
We'll find out.
I can have a triple sec. Ounce of fresh orange juice. Well, we have orange juice. We're gonna freshly pour it out of this bottle.
Well, we got another one just in case we need it. So.
This is going to be enough for the two of us.
Well, that's good. I wasn't
I get
sure.
looking at that and I was like, by the time I fill this, shake this, pour it into 2 glasses full of ice.
Yeah,
it'll
I was
be enough.
hoping there'd be enough.
It'll be enough. And 3 ounces of cranberry juice. Okay, so all of that goes in. So 3 ounces. So
Cramming it
if
up
I
in there.
did 1 1/2 and 1 1/2, that would be 3 ounces.
Sure, what, baby?
I know how to do math. Friggin' right. Some days. Yeah, it's going to be clear to the top. It looks a little bit, just color-wise, like a tequila sunrise.
Yes.
Which is one of the few things that has tequila that I actually like. I don't mind
really?
tequila
I've
sunrise.
never had one.
I have not made one in years. Okay, so add vodka. Shake until chilled. Strain into a tall glass filled with ice. Garnish with an orange wedge. Okay, so let's get that out of there. Anybody that's making it has made it by now because they're way faster than I am because they don't talk the whole time.
Right.
So.
Oh, hey, Ken.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he was right.
What?
Amarillo by morning. That's George Strait.
Yes.
That's a straight awesome song.
You're funny.
Shake, shake, shake that. Shake, shake, shake that. Okay, so that should be
Pretty.
good and chilled by now. It is pretty. And then we're supposed to put it in glasses that are filled with ice as well. There we go.
New glasses.
See, sometimes you can just make noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be creative. Like, you have to,
I'm creative in other ways.
Well, that didn't sound suggestive at all.
I didn't mean it that way. You
Well,
are,
it sounded that way.
you are better at
Off the cuff,
Being-
talking out my ass. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that. So here's the color.
I just
kind
meant you're better at.
Kind of an orangey
Being the
thing.
mouthpiece.
Yeah, I'm the talent. I know. Oh yeah, look at that.
That's pretty.
So these are the new glasses. If you guys are wondering, if you save up the stamps at the superstore, you buy a set of glasses for $10, which isn't bad. These are really nice glasses.
And if you're not saving them, we take your stamp.
We'll take whatever stamps anybody would like to give away. Absolutely. Oh, look at that. See, that worked out. That worked out perfectly. And then you garnish it, because I went all the way. Let's go all the way. There you go.
Awesome.
There it
That's
is
pretty.
with the wedge of giant orange. We didn't find the small oranges. We found the big oranges.
They were all big.
Right? Oof, I got that one almost too far. Oh, hang on. We can do better than that.
There we go.
No, we can't.
That's good enough.
So, I'm actually just going to put mine right in there.
Yep.
Which immediately makes me think of that new song by the Rex, where he talks about putting the orange lime in his beer.
Oh. That's nice.
That's quite nice. Very nice. No, I like that.
I've got some lined up for the next 2 or 3 weeks as well, different ones.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we finally get to the point where we're making some cocktails with some actual
Well,
recipes.
I looked through that book you gave me, and I couldn't find enough that we had all the stuff here. But I found a nice spot online to get a bunch of easier recipes.
The live tracker was way behind.
Oh, I wonder why.
I don't know.
A little glitch, maybe?
Yeah, something. Anyway, okay, it's caught up. Just wanted to make sure that it wasn't shaken, not stirred. Yeah, Kenny says it looks great.
It tastes great.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And that's diet cranberry. I mean, the only thing that's going to be sugary is going to be your Disaronno. But you could probably find something to sub out because Disaronno is giving you your almond flavoring.
Right.
So you might be able to
Substitute with something.
yeah, make this a different way. Or you can just go whole hog and make it this way.
Yep.
Just start with one of these when you start your evening of drinking, and then switch over to stuff
This would be
that's not
nice
sugary.
done in a pitcher with a whole bunch of orange slices in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a sangria almost.
All right, we've had a delayed start. Let's get out of here.
Excuse me.
We've got Friday feels. That's Maisie. Specifically having a bath and showing off her air guitar skills. Of course, that was submitted by Michael. That's cute. Cutie, cutie. She is quite the little fluff nugget.
She is.
She's a big girl.
She is. She's chunky.
I saw a thing the other day,
But you know, it's a healthy chunk.
and a lady was talking about, there was a woman, I think at a, I don't know whether, it wasn't a shelter, but anyway, she had some little kittens,
Aw.
and one of them was orange.
Aw.
And the lady says to her, oh, she says, I love the little orange cats,
I
especially
know.
the males, because they're so stupid. And she said the woman looked at me and there was a tear rolling down her eye. She said, he's only 6 days old and I already know he's going to be so stupid.
So, researchers have been looking into the mystery of orange cats. Basically, they're mutants.
That tracks.
Yeah. It's a mutant genome is what causes the orange.
So it's just color based.
Pretty much, yeah. And it apparently makes them stupid. Yeah, they're mutants. So it's awesome.
Oh my.
Our favorite kind.
Oh, Lizzie says thanks for the recipe. You're entirely welcome.
That's very good.
I'm gonna start trying to leave that up on the screen so people
Yeah.
can like screenshot
Well,
it
that
or
way
take
they
a
can,
picture.
yeah, save
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's why I try to do it up the way that I had been, so that somebody can actually take a picture of
Yeah,
it
no,
or whatever.
No, it looks really good for sure.
Yeah.
We do, of course, have a pattyism for this week
I keep
and
forgetting
a
to throw it in
Brentism.
the comments.
What's that?
I keep the recipe so people can grab it easier.
Well, the other thing we could do is after the show, we could throw it on the Facebook
Yes,
page
we could, yeah.
the next day or that night.
Yeah.
So that's the pattyism for Brent, for Patty this week. The pattyism person. The sun is the hottest thing in the universe. Me. I don't want to sound rude, but have you seen Jensen Ackles? That's Patty's. Mine was picked by Patty, but it's perfect because I so want to do this to somebody someday. Why do guys named Timothy go by Tim when they could go by Moth?
I saw that and thought of you
If
immediately.
I ever work with a Timothy in the future, I will try to remember to nickname him Moth. Just to see if he
Yeah.
gets it for starters, or if he's an orange cat.
Perfect. I came across that, and I knew that you would love it.
That is awesome.
I've got a good one for next week, too.
Chris at work, who, of course, is a Christopher, started the whole Topher thing just before Topher Grace did. And then Topher Grace did it, and he was like, well, now it's just going to look like I did it. But you good? Did you find chunks?
Just a piece of ice. I was just making sure it wasn't a seed.
I was like, I don't remember putting bones in there.
No, it was just a little piece of ice just to make sure it wasn't a seed.
Oh, Leslie said she took a screenshot. Awesome.
Oh, perfect.
That's fantastic. All right, so let's go to what you're reading. A novel approach. Hi, baby. Want to bend my spine? It's so funny.
I know.
Oh, my land.
So much fun looking for stuff.
Oh, jeepers. And, of course, this week's Shit or Get Off the Pot, we've got a couple of bathroom doors. I really had to look at that one for a couple of minutes, I'm not going to lie. And I'm still not sure if the men's side is a cucumber or a pickle.
It looks like a cucumber to me, but...
I don't know. Pickle seems to be more of a euphemism for the male genitalia.
That's true.
So
I'm surprised that it'd make it an eggplant.
I mean, that's so overdone, though. Seriously, if you're going to be original...
Or a banana.
If you're going to go original... I mean, there was a book called Tickle is Pickle.
True.
I mean, right?
That's true. We did sell that.
Yes. Yeah, we did sell that at the Satin Pillow.
Yeah.
And, of course, the rose, that's,
Delicate flowers.
Yes. Woof. Alrighty. And the graffiti for this week, another fantastic one. May your life be like a roll of toilet paper. You're long and useful. Jesus. Honest to Pete. That's good stuff. I have had people say to me, where did she find all this stuff? Look, it's out there. You have to know where to look.
Right.
This thing is just giving me a hard time here. We're going to go to the birthday club. I have got to open up my notes. There we go. I bring that down here. I can actually see it and see everything else.
There you go.
Pickle's just a cucumber with some kick. You're not wrong, Maureen. You're not wrong. All right, let's look at the first birthday boy right there. That is Pierce Bronson. Of course, he was James Bond at one point in time. He is now currently in Mobland. We haven't started it yet, but I've heard amazing things about it. He was Remington Steele. He was in the Mamma Mia movies, and so on, and so on, and so on. I really love his acting.
I do too, yeah.
Even though I will admit he wasn't my favorite Bond, but
I liked him better than something.
You liked him better than Timothy Dalton because you
Yes.
can't stand Timothy Dalton. I preferred Timothy Dalton, and I know he only did 2, but he did a really good job.
Sorry.
Let's just agree to disagree and carry on with the show. 007 was born in 1953. He is 72 years old today. He's a fantastic actor.
He is, yeah.
He does well and everything. That guy right there is David Boreanaz. It's another one of Patty's.
One of my favorites.
One of Patty's hotties. And he was born in 1969. So he is 56 years old today. He now joins the club that Patty will soon be joining this month. He was, of course, in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was in Angel. He was in Bones. He was in SEAL Team. He's been in lots of stuff. We really like his acting. You watched all of Buffy. I didn't.
And all of Angel. Yeah.
But
You watched some of Angel.
But when you got me onto Bones, I was like, all right, I really like this show.
Yeah. It's good
So,
stuff.
yeah, no. Great actor. And also, one last person. That is Melanie Leninsky. I went, man, that face looks familiar. She's born in 1977, so she's 48. And as soon as I saw 2.5 Men, I went, oh, that's the crazy girlfriend. Rose.
Yeah.
She was in Yellow Jackets, Togetherness, Lady of the Manor, etc.,
And
etc.
she's married to Jason Ritter.
Oh, John Ritter's son.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So they've all got birthdays today, various ages, 72, 56, and 48. Sounds like some lotto winning numbers, maybe.
Right.
Maybe that's what somebody should start playing as the ages off of the show. Just saying, you could tune in and get your numbers every week for the next week, because I think they do the draw on Fridays. Anyway, just do it. All right. Leave Dalton alone.
Who says that?
Nope, didn't like Timothy Dalton as James Bond. Leslie agrees with you.
He wasn't James Bond.
Leslie
good
said.
looking.
Leslie said she's married to who? Jason Ritter, John Ritter's son.
He's in Matlock.
I have an orange cat, and one of his paws has 6 claws, and the other paw has 5.
Cool.
Yeah, mutant. It is now time for everybody's stomach's favorite part of the show, and we have just stuck right true to the formula. That right there, it looks
gross.
Disgusting, but what it is a jellied Maryland. Is that Madrileine in avocado. Someone was trying to be all fancy and shit. Madrileine is just a fancy dancy word for jellied beef consomme. Maybe they thought if they fancified it, someone might actually try it. Bet they didn't. And small wonder, beef consomme and tomato puree mixed in gelatin, chopped into bits after it's set, then stuffed into half an avocado with a little leaf on the top. I'm guessing someone ducked out of this dinner party and headed for the nearest McDonald's. I think you're 100% correct, hon. Yeah,
I would've.
That's... Don't get me wrong.
I'm not sticking around for that.
Don't get me wrong. I like avocado.
I do, but not with...
Yeah, not with that shit.
No.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Just the words jellied beef consomme. Now, I'm all for putting that in a stew or a soup or whatever
I like
to
consomme,
boost the flavor.
even just as a broth.
But to...
Yeah. It does have a nice flavor, but not like that. Not cold and jelly.
That's like the stuff when you get those canned hams.
Oh, it's what it is, all right.
They've got that hunk. It's not beef, it's ham, but they get that hunk of jelly.
Yeah.
Which I always was like, eh.
Yeah, that's the same stuff, basically.
Uncle Claire loved that. I had that discussion with him one day, and he's like, "Oh, that's my favorite part of it." And I'm like, "Oh, bleh. No, thank you.
Yuck.
I'm good."
Yucky.
My cat and I have something in common. Shoot. All right. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that somebody else is having a big birthday.
That's right. I had it on the book.
Yes, you did. On, I believe, Sunday.
Yes, the 18th.
And I think quite a few people that are watching know who Randy Ross is. And he is turning 50 on Sunday. So a big happy birthday to Randy.
Amateur.
What?
Amateur.
Well, he's just younger.
I know, that's been said.
Heather Pemberton says gag.
Hey, Shelley.
And Shelley's here as well. Awesome. Good deal. The whole gang's back together. I love it. All right. Let's get to interesting AF. All right. This was submitted by me. And I'm going to be completely honest. I had to read the notes because I looked at the picture and I went, I didn't submit this. And then I read the title and I went, I didn't submit this. And then I read it and I went, yeah, I did.
Listen, I know who submitted what. So keep notes.
No, I know. So these are called lucky stones or lucky pieces. They are found along the shores of Lake Erie, particularly after a storm. They are the ear bones of freshwater drumfish. The sensitive piece of calcium carbonate regulates the sense of orientation, movement, and acceleration in both humans and animals. These smooth, ivory-colored bones were traditionally believed by sailors and fishermen to provide protection from storms and good luck, especially to those who are passionate about fishing or sailing. The L shape is on the right side, while the J shape is on the left side. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part. So that clearly is...
That's the drumfish.
That's the drumfish. So,
and that gives you the kind of the size of them.
Yeah.
Because they can grow to be a good sized fish.
Quarter for scale.
Yeah.
As opposed to banana. And it's a Canadian quarter.
I made sure to find one of those.
They look to be a fairly large fish. There's nothing for scale there.
No. I just thought it was a really neat shot.
It was.
They're quite hefty. They're like, it'd be like the sheep's head we had with the big teeth.
Oh, right. Only these are earpieces, not teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would imagine you probably, if there was a gift shop or something around the Lake Erie area.
There's probably, I saw lots of jewelry being made.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, they could do that too because they could.
Because a lot of folks in the area, and there's some of these fish down in the States as well, in other areas, so they also do the same thing.
Nice.
Collect them up and make jewelry and whatnot.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. I would think if you were on the water as a profession, you'd want one or two of those in your
Clinking
pocket,
around,
right?
Yeah.
Or on a
A chain
bracelet,
or a bracelet.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even just for fun, if nothing else. All right.
I think you can make earrings out of it too, maybe.
You could with
the
the left and the right
Yeah.
in different. Yeah. No, that'd be cool. Okay. I know what's up, but do you know what's up?
I always know what's up.
Your order's up. Let's try that again
Excuse me.
without the phlegm. Your order's up. Oh my goodness. So that right there is the Railway Avenue Pub. It's in Saskatchewan. It is a uniquely crafted destination spot located in Hudson's Bay, a town which boasts many outdoor activities and gorgeous northern forest vistas. The pub provides a relaxed and visually stimulating atmosphere in which to enjoy signature cocktails or a pint of draught and some delicious pub comfort food, beer, food, friends, your destination on tap. Was that you or is that their slogan?
No, that I pulled that. I just kind of reworded some of it.
Oh, so you pulled it out of somebody else's ass.
Well, out of their from their page, but I reworded it so it wasn't quite so stiff sounding.
You made it better.
Yes, I did. Improved it.
That is one hell of a shot right there.
It is very cool.
That looks like a destination in Supernatural.
It does.
It really does. That's pretty cool. So listen, if any of the Supernatural folks are listening, there could be a destination right there.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Call them up. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you.
Love to have a show back.
So,
this is some of the outdoor decor around.
Yep. Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't look that close at the pictures when I was
Well,
getting
and some of
it
it's on
ready.
the sides as well.
Nice.
It's not all localized right in the front. So it's really neat to take old structures like it's an old bus or tramway car and have it on the property.
Yeah, it looks like a trolley just based on the little loop there on the top.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Yeah, that's really kind of neat. Draft. Yeah, I struggle with that word because it looks like draught.
Yeah.
D-R-A-U-G-H-T.
It's an old spelling. I just left it. I knew what it meant, so I knew what it was.
Let's see what else we've got there. That is an incredible, that's just rich. You know what I mean? Like there's so much going on in there.
And speaking of Hudson's Bay, it is a done deal. Canadian Tire bought the whole lock, stock, and barrel.
Yes, sirree. Isn't that interesting?
$30 million deal.
30 million. They got the Hudson's Bay Company for 30 million.
Yep, and they're even got the logo and the striping and everything, all that they use, all of it.
So you'll see Hudson's Bay stuff.
You'll see the Bay
very
come
shortly.
back stores.
No. But you'll see them selling that stuff at Canadian
Yep,
Tire. They practically stole that then, if that's the case.
Well, that's what happens when you go into receivership.
Well, that's true. Somebody comes along.
Bankruptcy. You gotta get out and get what you can.
Wow, that's nuts. And again, another angle from just.
I know, it's such a cool spot.
It is. Somebody has worked really hard at this.
Yeah.
And they absolutely deserve the recognition because that is so cool.
It's very attractive. Yeah.
And their menu looks amazing.
It does. Yeah.
Those are good looking fries.
They are. Wait till you see next week.
Oh my goodness, you got some good fries for next week?
I do. And they're closer to home.
Closer than Saskatchewan.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, guys. I got a frog in my throat or something. I don't know.
That time of year, all the pollen and whatnot.
That is true. The pollen does. And then when
I've been the same way.
When I walked out to the car to come home for lunch today, I noticed a glaze of pollen across the side of the car, and I was like, shit.
I wonder if Chris and Candace are going to watch tonight.
Leslie said they look like log cabin fries.
Sort of log cabin fries, be closer to your drive-in fries.
Yeah.
Those ones were close, but not quite exactly the same.
Becky said, "Who got it?" Canadian Tire. And
Yeah.
she may have already heard that. Hey, Chris
Hey,
is here.
Chris.
That's awesome. I'm glad Chris is here. And those burgers do look fantastic. And Heather says she's getting hungry now.
Yeah.
It's
I
tough
love
to
a good
watch.
fry.
It's tough to watch this show and not get a little munchy.
Does that look okay to you? I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I can read it.
Okay,
so
good.
it's fine.
That's good.
Plus, yeah, it's all good.
Perfect.
It is time to go on a road trip. All right. Oh, that says Chris Woodley. Congratulations, he got his own account.
Awesome. Congrats.
Yay! All right. Well, they're free. I mean,
Yeah. So
So,
it's awesome.
this is why
I
said
want to go there.
Moncton, September, be there. So, it is September the 27th and 28th of this year. They are going to have, as you can see on that photo, an Atlantic Food Truck Festival. So, I'm going to explain these tickets. Just give me a second. This delightful culinary experience featuring diverse flavors and local vendors will take place September the 27th and 28th in Moncton, New Brunswick, from 12 p.m. until 8 p.m.
8:30.
Oh, sorry, until 8:30 p.m. And then on the 28th, they open at 11 a.m. Food trucks from all over Atlantic Canada will be joining your favorite street food vendors for a unique evening featuring live entertainment, competitions, demonstrations, and carnival fun for all ages. One rule, arrive hungry. Tickets for the event go live June 1st on Eventbrite. There will be limited edition hard tickets available at select locations. Entry requires a gate admission ticket, which is $10. There's also a family pass for $20. Once inside, you are free to buy vendor token sheets. So that's what you're looking at there on the left. That will be the currency of all the vendors. The vendors will not accept cash, debit, or credit. Vendor tokens are sold at different spots throughout the event. One token equals $1. Tokens are sold in sheets of 20 tokens, so that's going to be, I'm assuming, a $20 sheet, maybe, I'm not sure.
And I'm not sure what prices the vendors will have on, so you might want to have 3 or 4 sheets.
Right. Your ticket is good for one day only. You may use your gate admission for Saturday or Sunday. The festival is all ages and family friendly. There will be 40 plus vendors offering food, drink, and decadent sweets. It's going to be a tough time to be watching your weight.
Yep.
Expect more than all the delicious smells, foods, and treats. There'll be live entertainment, skill activities and games, battle of the hair bands. Air bands competition, so lip syncing. Kids Zone and an amazing street market bazaar featuring regional arts and craft sellers and more surprises. There'll be lots to see and do and taste. And will be a full-on family and community weekend. Don't miss the Atlantic Food Truck Festival in September 2025, Moncton, New Brunswick. This is a rain or shine event. We have you covered. So they're probably going to have tents.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be wall-to-wall food.
Yeah.
I mean, they're even going to have...
Starve ourselves for a week.
They're even going to have something there you'd eat.
Yeah. Just all
long
the fries.
long as there's French fries, you'd be all right. So have they done this before? Are these shots of a previous event?
Some of these are from out in Vancouver and Toronto.
Okay.
Because I've had them already in Canada, but I think this might be the first one for the Maritimes.
Okay.
Although I could be mistaken, they may have had one in Nova Scotia. I'm not 100%.
Okay. So this has been around.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like it would be absolutely just
it would be a ball. I like to go down to that place in St. John that we showcased a few weeks ago too.
Nice.
The 506.
I really would like to. Honestly, I'd like to get a group of people together to
that would be fun.
To do this stupid. And the reason I say that is it would be great to. I'll get our funny sign done, and then I'll. Because no road trip is complete without a funny sign. Every taco is hand rolled with exotic Mexican spices by genuine Mayan virgins, or Carlos, depending on who's available. I don't know where you found that one, but that one's good. It would be nice to be able to get a group of people together and go in with the knowledge that, okay, if somebody's going to go get something and try it out, and then you're going to go get this, you go back to a table somewhere.
Yeah. As a group.
And you go, okay, I'd like to try a little bit of that and a little bit of that. So everybody can grab a little bit of everything, but you can have like a sample platter type of deal.
I think it would be a great family trip for you and I and James and Michael and Lauren to go on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean more people.
Oh, yeah.
Get a whole caravan of people
for
going
sure,
down.
but
yeah.
the 5 of us especially go together.
Yep. Go down early enough to hit it and have lots to eat.
Yeah.
Spend a few hours there type of thing, and
Yeah.
then just turn around and make your way home.
Right.
So no, I think it'd be awesome. So, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be super expensive. I'm not sure what the prices are
I'm
like.
not sure either, but
I
would
can't imagine it's going to be too.
No, because there'll be so
ridiculous.
many people, they're going to make a killing anyway.
It's a really neat idea, though.
Yeah.
For the tickets, because I'm assuming what happens to these trucks is they take their tickets and they pass them in to whoever puts this on, and that's how they get paid.
Well, yeah, and the whoever is collecting the money for the tickets, it all gets.
And there's probably going to be tip jars. I would.
Oh, probably.
I would be surprised if they didn't have tip jars out. So a person may want to take a little pocket change with them as well.
Yeah.
So no, I think that could be one of those things that really could be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to showcase that there's so many things to do here.
Yeah, right here in the province.
Yeah.
There is. There's tons of things.
Yeah.
Tons of things. Lobster Fest is coming up this month.
Oh, can't wait. I got my ticket.
And then I think Lobster Fest,
Thanks
and
to
then
for my birthday.
shortly, yes, that's right. Shortly thereafter is Rib Fest is coming up here before too much longer.
We'll have to find out what date in June for the one in Fredericton, because that's where Krabby's will be. They won't be up here.
Oh, that's right. You
I want to
said
go to Krabby's.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out. I mean, it's on a weekend, so
early June. I'll have to look it up and see.
Even if we scoot down on a Saturday night, or that type of thing, like leave here at 5, be there by 6.
Exactly. They're my favorite.
Convince Scott to close the store for the day. Michael says, "So are we going?" It looks that way. And Leslie says she wishes it was a little closer. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice. Bud the Spud chip truck from Halifax, best fries ever. Okay.
I want to go.
I'm pretty sure we've had them from Bud the Spud.
Maybe.
I think, because they've been in Fredericton before.
Yeah. I would like to go to Nova Scotia. I've only been there once, and I didn't get very far. So.
You were what now? Where now?
I've been to Nova Scotia only once.
Oh yes.
But I was babysitting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a work trip.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for, and say it with me now. Okay, hold on. Hold on. What did I do wrong?
I think you hit the wrong button, sweet pea.
I did something wrong.
That's
No, it's right there. Okay, hold on. All right. It's time for it. Say it with me now. Click the button, Brent.
There you go.
Say what now?
That's what I get for, because the way they're stacked.
Yeah.
If you've got a photo selected like that one, then the video below it does not play.
Right. I want to try those.
Coldstream Clear. We've had their products. We've had them here on the show before.
Yeah.
Very, very delicious. Very good stuff. And they're doing chili pop, and it looks like they're doing the 3 different flavors.
They are.
Your red, blue, and white.
Yeah.
Meet the chili pop trio: Blue Blast, Wild White, and Red Rush. Blue Blast is a fizzy, tangy, bold burst of blue raspberry. Wild White is bursting with nostalgic white freezy flavor.
My favorite.
So good. And Red Rush is a sweet. I almost said Road Rash. Road Rash is a
You're not careful.
juicy, sweet, and tart cherry flavor that looks like blood. They're 99 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. Chili Pop is now available at all Coldstream locations and online, arriving soon to Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, and Newfoundland. So we'll be able to get it at the liquor store here.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad to see Coldstream.
I love their products.
Brent, they do make a really good product.
Yeah, I love their eggnog cream and their pumpkin one. Oh,
so good. All right, what else we go? This is not food related, so this is kind of nice for a change.
Yeah.
That right there is tattoo health. This is something new that's coming along. A team of German scientists have developed tattoos that change color according to the body's level of glucose, albumin, and pH levels. These tattoos utilize colorimetric chemical sensors that shift color based on the concentrations of these biomarkers, offering a potential way to monitor certain health conditions like diabetes and kidney problems. The team, led by chemical engineer Ali Yetzstein, sure.
Yedison.
Yeah, that's the one. From the Technical University of Munich, identified 3 colorimetric chemical sensors that change color in response to differing levels of glucose, albumin, and pH. This would allow patients with chronic diseases to keep track of their health without having to take constant blood samples. The variable inks have been tested on pigskin, and the team has created a companion app that can alert users to color changes and what they might mean. That would be awesome,
Right.
because it would be nice. Shut that off just for a second. It would be nice if you could have a nice design.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was
then
like
it
the
would,
person they showed, or well, it wasn't a person, but the stars. You could do.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you could sort of have it. I mean, it may
I'd have the kitty.
It may have to be a certain size.
Yes.
But you could work that in somewhere into that, so that it's not just, yeah, there's my sensor. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
kidding.
what else did we got?
Say what now?
Oh, it did play Say What Now again. Okay, that's
A
great.
little glitch or something.
That's great. No, it's just me being an idiot. That's all it is. I'm the glitch. Dr. Pepper Giant Freezies. Again, this is going to be a rough summer for trying to get my weight down. Dr. Pepper Giant Freezies in regular Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper cream soda flavors. I can see using that as ice in a drink.
Oh yeah. I love Dr. Pepper.
I just love Freezies, but Dr. Pepper is like the next step up.
Right?
It's so good.
I know.
Just like this drink. It's delicious. So that's not out yet. It's coming this summer.
Yes, and I'm thinking it looks like it's going to be maybe at Costco too, as well as like Walmart. And...
Oh, okay. So it's going to be all over the
Yeah.
place. All right, cool. I'm going to have to start my walking to work routine that I've talked about in order to fend off all the calories.
Right?
Honest to Pete. Oh. There should be more of that because that was so
Good
good.
stuff. I know, mine's almost gone.
I love the cream soda. I have a 12-pack of my favorite. It is really good.
Yeah.
Krabby is at the Rib Fest in Fredericton this June 5th to 8th.
Okay, thanks, Becky.
Awesome.
Because
Thanks,
I
Beck.
want to go.
Yeah, no, that's.
We'll have to make a note of that.
I mean, that's 45 minutes away. So no
Yeah,
big
it's not
deal.
that big deal. I miss going down to the Garrison Market. That was fun.
Yes. I wonder if they're going to do that this year.
I
That
don't know.
was.
I'll have to look it up and see.
It
So
was-
follow them on Facebook.
It was Thursday nights.
It was Thursday nights, yeah.
I wonder if they're going to keep that because
I don't know.
that would work well for you and I.
There you would, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll look
absolutely.
it up. You can remind me.
All
Oh,
right.
goodness, I'm hot.
And now it's time.
It's hot in here.
Sorry. Now it's time for this.
The weird and wild wonders of the world.
This was submitted. That's why I was so happy to see Chris.
I was too.
on.
I was waiting.
This was submitted by Candace and Chris, and I'll tell you, the reason that I was a little late with the show, I was watching this,
I've been watching it all week.
and I was like, "Oh shit! It's 2 minutes to airtime. I got to go."
I'm happy they brought it up because
So this is the Peregrine Falcon Nest Cam in Moncton, New Brunswick, and it is. I think I still have it open in the background. Actually, I do.
Sleeping?
Yeah. Oh, she is. Yeah.
I've been watching it on and off all week, checking her out. Oh! There is a
Uh-oh.
check. Look,
Is there?
look.
Oh.
So you did see the eggshell over there. Yeah, I
Well,
saw a movement. See, look.
Yeah. Yeah. I see it.
She's looking at him like, go to sleep.
Yes, sirree.
About time.
Right. So yeah, I looked and I thought I saw a piece of eggshell like just sort of moving slightly.
Yeah,
in
it
the
wasn't there
breeze.
earlier today when I was on.
So, these are just some shots. So I'm gonna throw the. I got smart and I grabbed this. So I'm gonna throw this in here.
And they have one in the UK as well, but they're their box is not as nice as ours.
Well, of course not. We know how to do stuff in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
So it's 24/7, right?
All the time, barring any issues, and then they get it back up and run as quick as they can.
Okay. So that must be last year's.
No, these ones here are this year.
Oh, that's this year's. Okay.
Yeah. I marked which ones were last year's, just because I wanted to show what the babies look like.
Oh, okay. I blew the pictures up a little bit, so
Yeah.
maybe I missed some.
Yeah, because I made sure to have the date stamped
Oh, okay, sorry.
in the corner. That's okay.
The Nature Moncton and Magnetic Zoo Hills Peregrine Falcon Nest. Cam, that's a long damn name.
is.
In Moncton, New Brunswick is pretty cool. As their page says, this is a wild peregrine falcon's nest, and anything can happen. We hope that all chicks hatched in this nest will grow healthy and successfully fledge each season. However, circumstances such as sibling rivalry, predators, natural disaster, as well as territorial disputes can affect the falcon family. Actions cannot be taken to intervene in situations that are found to occur naturally in the wild. This may be difficult to watch, and viewer discretion is advised. The nest cam is located in a nest box on top of the Assumption building in downtown Moncton, New Brunswick, near the Petitcodiac River. This is an ideal location because peregrine falcons nest close to rivers, on cliff edges, 50 meters or higher, and in areas with an abundance of preferred prey. So this isn't at the zoo.
No.
This
No.
is
They-
run
they-
by the zoo,
they
but this is
monitor it and
literally
whatnot,
out in
yeah.
the wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's still this year's?
Yes.
Okay, because there was one picture. There's a lot of pictures.
Right there. See, this
There
one
was,
says
so that's
2024.
2024.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's last year's batch.
Yeah.
The nest box was constructed by local bird enthusiasts and installed in 2011. The box was first used by peregrine falcons in 2012 and every year since. That's pretty awesome. Nature Moncton is a local nature club which enjoys, studies, appreciates, shares, and protects nature. Nature Moncton spearheaded this project and partnered with the Magnetic Hills Zoo to provide Moncton residents and beyond a unique way to connect with, observe, and learn about nature.
Great for kids to see. Be something
Right?
be interesting for a teacher to use in a classroom. They
Well-
would really enjoy seeing that every day.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you just pull that live stream up. I can
Right.
actually close that now.
Be a great teaching tool.
And I wondered earlier when I was watching it because it was still daylight. I was like,
Mhm.
do they do that at night? Can you
Yeah.
see that? And they do.
Yep.
They do. And I think
It's quite fascinating.
it's hosted right here on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure. I didn't really delve that far into
Okay.
it.
I already closed the page.
That's
I
okay.
thought that's what it said.
Likely.
But yeah, it's kind of. I can see where it would be addictive.
Yeah, I had it on. I just left it on all day, one day. Just
kept an eye on.
yeah,
it.
flip tab over.
That's
over.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Patty
While I
had
was
no
working
idea.
on shows.
No,
So I'm really happy that they mentioned it.
A huge thank you to Candace because she was the one that
That's right.
actually
Yeah.
brought it up, and then
It's quite
Chris
fascinating.
brought it to me and said, Candace thought about something, and it's typical because people go, hey, you don't have to use this if you don't want to. We've got this thing, and he tells me, I'm like, that's awesome. Like, we'll definitely use
Yeah,
that.
you mentioned it. I looked right into it.
Yeah, no, that's great. Plus, it's local. I
That's
like
right.
local stuff, right? I really, really do. Not that I mind talking about things in other places of the world, but having something local like that, it gives you a sense of pride.
Community.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
It is time now for Stupid Criminal. We'll be right back after the intro. My new favorite.
In Woodstock, weekenders are represented by two separate groups, those who tune into the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, and the criminals who don't. These are their stories.
I've heard Candace was really happy about that intro too, because Law and Order is one of her favorite shows. And she made the comment, they've even got the dung-dung.
That's awesome. That's all you.
No, that is not all me.
No, that you're the one that made that for the show.
No, I'm not.
You didn't make that?
That's a Duff creation.
Oh, it's Duff. I forgot.
I did the text.
Oh, okay.
I created,
My apologies to
I
Duff.
created the text
I forgot that part.
as close as I possibly could.
Yeah.
It's not exact, but it.
You talked about it so much, I think I just
No.
attributed it to you.
No,
I'm sorry,
was,
Duff.
That was handed over by Duff, and I was like, Dude, that is so good.
It is good.
I created a bunch of them before that we used.
Oh, okay, that's
I was
what I'm
trying
thinking
to
of.
find
Yeah.
my way,
Yeah.
and that is absolutely.
He's good
the
at all
one.
that stuff.
Absolutely. All right. So I think there's only one picture.
There
of this
is. I
guy.
couldn't find any other
That's
ones.
all right. We'll just tell a story to go along with it. So maybe, as that guy says that we watch, make this guy smaller. I don't know what the guy's name is. There's a guy on Instagram and TikTok and wherever, and he'll have a picture, and it's always food recipes, and he'll say, "Let me make myself a little smaller," and he makes it a little bit, and then they show it, and then he'll go, "Oh, I made a whole bunch of those," and his face goes around where he's going. Guy is so funny, and he reviews some great recipes.
He does,
Holy smokes! So this guy's occupation is day burglar, I guess.
Yeah.
And try that again, Brett. Have another drink. An Ohio man named James Blankenship. Okay.
That's a weird name.
22 years old, decided to break into his mother's house in broad daylight. 3 months earlier, Blankenship and his mother had quarreled earlier that year.
I made a mistake with that.
I'm sorry. I'm going to read that again just so I can understand. Most of this I read for the first time on the show because I kind of want my reaction to be like your reaction. So occasionally these types of things come across the page because Patty types it out. She does a lot for the show, so I am not giving her shit. I am teasing her, that's all. But this is the sentence. 3 months earlier, Blankenship and his mother had quarreled earlier that year. I mean, you're not wrong. 3 months earlier is earlier that year.
Yeah, I
I
copied and pasted and moved from a different section and tried to clean it up, and then I
see.
I didn't go back and.
You plagiarized.
No.
Yes. Okay, now I'm giving you shit.
Yeah, stop it. I have all the notes that I want and find different bits of it, put it all together, and then I go through and clean it up.
So 3 months earlier this year.
Yeah, so basically 3 months have gone by since they've not.
I'm going to move
spoken,
along now.
so-
You need to let it go. His mother had banned him from her house, is what happened 3 months earlier this year. He was interrupted when his mother went downstairs and found him attempting to break into her home through a first-floor window by removing the screen. He fled the scene, but it just got weirder from there. A neighbor alerted the police that he had witnessed a man running behind a nearby home. Blankenship was discovered hiding in a crawl space not far from his mother's house. At the time of the crime, the accused told officers he didn't think he could be arrested for burglary because it was not nighttime. Yo, dog, it's not night. Though Blankenship was arrested on felony burglary charges, he pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of breaking and entering. He was sentenced to 180 days in jail, 120 of which was suspended and ordered to pay a $100 fine and try to make up with his mother, apparently.
Yeah.
So I can't with these people.
Right.
Like, it's just, you can't arrest me for burglary because it's not night.
You dumb.
You see, the problem is there's a certain group of people on this planet, and they're not new. They've been around forever, ever since TV came along. But even before that, when radio was a thing, that they see and hear things, and in their minds, if they've watched a lot of television shows, and burglars always show up at night, typically on TV shows and movies, it's nighttime when somebody tries to break in, because that makes it scarier.
And here's the crazy thing. Before the laws were updated, that was part of...
Oh, hush your mouth.
No, for that area,
Burglary had to be... What did they call it in the daytime?
guess they didn't expect it to happen in the daytime.
Okay, so back up. Hold on. Pump the brakes.
And it got changed because they thought that's too crazy.
Wait, so he was right.
No, it had already been changed.
No. At one point in time, that was an actual
That
thing.
was a thing, yeah, but not for very long. Somebody went, wait a minute.
This makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, because it was an old law from like way back that hadn't been updated. So.
Honest to Pete. Oh, it's burglary. Nah, it was noon. Oh, it's break and enter. Still, you're not getting away with it, Mr. Smith. You're just going to call it something else.
Right.
That is stupid.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's why they changed it.
Honest to Pete.
Shit.
You're right, Leslie. Stupid is as stupid does.
Right. His mother didn't do a very good job.
I don't know. I think she did. She got to the point where she was tired of his bullshit and she kicked him out.
True.
That's, you know what?
Yeah.
That's all you can do. You can just say, I'm sorry, get the fuck out. See what I did? See what I did there? I waited till the end of the show to drop the F-bomb because there are certain things that you have to do in order to keep the gods over here on the new place where we stream happy. And you've got to not drop the F-bomb. I believe it's within the first 3 minutes. So you got to wait till further in the show because they only monitor so much and then they go, yeah, they're fine. I mean, people drop the F-bomb on YouTube all the time. They're way stickier on TikTok. Because the Chinese government doesn't like the word fuck. Anyway, it is what it is.
Guess they're boring then.
What's that? Yes, they're boring. All right, so we got a list. I need the magic mirror. If I can get the light to come on yet again this week. I really do need to fix this thing.
Yeah.
All it's going to take is, like, that's so close. Right there. So close. If I...
Needs a little something.
If I got smart about it, if I got smart, imagine that. Imagine how far I'd get in life if I actually got smart. Thank you guys for joining us this week. Appreciate you sticking around even with a delayed start. Foof.
Yeah,
and a big thank you to those who joined us live. And for those who watch us afterwards, we appreciate every view. I say that every week, but it is 100% true. We appreciate anyone that takes the time to spend time with us. But a big thank you to Becky and Maureen, and Heather and Michael and Lauren and James and Kathy and Doug and Brian and Sue and Leslie and Ken and Shelley and Chris and Candace. We will check you. We will catch you. Time for me to go. We will catch you again next Saturday. Apparently, I've had too much to drink. I'm hiccuping.
Friday.
What did I say?
You said Saturday.
I said Saturday. We'll be here on Friday. Trust me. If you're hanging out with us on Saturday, you're here at the house. But come on over and have a drink. We're all good. Don't forget, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Good night, everybody.
We hoped you had fun, but now we must run. But we'll see you all next Friday. We thought you should know that you make the show, 'cause without you there would